So to make this friendship bracelet, the first thing you're going to want to do is measure out about 60 inches of the embroidery floss. I got mine from Michael's, and this is what it looks like. This is what a pack looks like. And I just am using the blue and the green, light blue and the lime green colors. This is what the floss looks like. So I went ahead and cut 4 pieces of thread. So I'm using 2 greens and 2 blues for this project. So once you've folded them in half, like I have, what you're gonna do is make a knot and leave some room at the top, because we're gonna use that for a tie. So you can use more than 60 inches, you could use 70 or 80 inches if you want to make the tie even longer, but we're going to use this length of tie for now. Now you're going to want to get a piece of tape. I'm using duct tape today, which works pretty well. And you're going to secure your bracelet. Okay, so now to work on the chevron bracelet. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to separate the blue and the green on either side. So what we're going to do is we're going to put blues and then green and then blue and then green and then blue and then green. So hopefully you see how I'm doing this. I'm just separating blue and green. So blue, then green, then blue, then green. All right. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Blue, green, blue, green. So going in on each side, you want to have blues, green, blue, green. So you should have 2 greens in the middle. So now what we're going to do is our first beginning knots. So to create a knot, what you're going to do is create the number 4. Hopefully you can see that this is the number 4, 1 like that. And once you've created the number 4, you're going to pick up the second yarn and actually do a double knot. So you're going to tie it once, and then you're going to tie it a second time. And then what you're going to do is continue on with the next thread in line, which is the blue, and do the same thing. And then the final one is that green. All right, and once we've done that, we're going to repeat this on the other side. So we've got our blue on the other side, and this time, instead of creating the number 4 on the top, we're going to put the number 4 on the bottom of that green thread. So instead of on the top, we're going to put it on the bottom, and then we're going to go ahead and create that double knot once again. So we've got it for the green, the blue, and then the green. And then what we're going to do at the very end, now we've got our 2 blues in the center, we are going to join them together. So you can just do that with a regular knot. The 4 on top, and in the center, 1, 1, 2. Sorry about my camera getting kind of wobbly right now. Okay. And that is the main pattern that you do throughout this whole process. Now the next color in line is your green. So you should go ahead and do that with your green next. And then you can keep continuing the pattern. All right. So let's see that one more time. Now we're doing the green. So the 4, 1, 2, and 3. And then the same on the other side, working with green. We're doing the upside down, like I said before. The 4 is underneath instead of on top. One, 2, and 3. And then once again, we're going to join that in the middle. Okay, so you're going to want to continue this pattern until you've reached long enough for your liking. Usually you want to reach all the way around your wrist, but you can see the V shape forming. So I'm going to go ahead and go into speedy mode so that way you all can just see the process. Okay, so once your bracelet or keychain is long enough, you're going to be able to finish it off. So we're just going to pretend that this bracelet is long enough, but you'll probably want to make it at least twice as long as this. So, but for the sake of this video, we're going to go ahead and stop here. What you want to do when you're done with either your keychain or your bracelet is to tie a knot. Once you're done tying the knot, what you want to do is create the ends of the bracelet. And so to create the ends of this bracelet, what you're going to want to do is make 2 equal halves. And then you want to determine how long you want the ties to be. This is just a tutorial, so it doesn't really matter how long my ties are, but I would say that you probably want your ties to be at least 3 inches long. I'd say 3 to 5 inches long. So I'm going to cut mine at about the 3-inch mark. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start twisting one end, and then I'm going to twist the other end. So once I've done that, then I'm going to hold each side firmly and twist them together. So So I'm twisting them together and it creates a really nice twisted pattern. So this is great for the ties at the end of your bracelet. And once you've gotten all the way to the end, you're going to tie another knot. Oops, sorry. All right. So you can do this to both ends. So let's go ahead and do it to the other end. I'm just going to take off the tape, flip it around, and do the same thing. Another thing you could do is if you're trying to make it into a keychain, you could make this loop a lot smaller, and then that way at the top, make this loop a lot smaller before you begin, and then you'd be done. But since we're making this a pretend bracelet, I'm going to cut it at the end, and we're going to do the same thing. So remember, twist one end, twist the other end, and then twist them together. Okay. Once you're done twisting them together, then you can tie a knot at the end. Okay. Now, pretending that this is actually long enough, you would have your full bracelet. But this is just a mini bracelet. All right, so here's what it looks like close up. I'll bring it closer to you. Here's the twisty ties. Here's the center, and here's the other tie. Okay. So that's the other end. So you can see both sides. But this is the side that you'd like to display, and then you can tie this around your backpack. Feel free to tie it around your backpack. Feel free to, if you made it long enough to go around your wrist, you can tie it around your wrist at this point. So there you go, a bracelet for you.